Hello, and it's me. Who's me? BertieQ5, that's me. BertieQ5, the YouTuber. Not really a very successful one, because I'm not very active and I upload videos every couple of millennia by the looks of things. But, just introducing a series of videos I'm going to be releasing based on custom weaponry. If you want to build your own custom weaponry out of Lego, or at least copy some of my designs, maybe adapt them for yourself, this is the video for you. And with the assistance of my First Order Stormtrooper, well, you'll have yourself a new collection of cool looking weapons to look at. So, let's get started on my first weapon. Now this is my modified version of the TL50 heavy repeater from the Star Wars Battlefront video game. Which, yeah, it's quite a nice looking design, if I might say so myself. Really easy to build as well, it's literally two pieces involved. But, for the simplicity of it, I was going to include two other guns in this demonstration, just to make it so that this video isn't too long, because it takes quite a while to do all this, because I've got twiddly fingers. So let me deconstruct them for you. Okay, so when I said it was really easy, what I mean is basically what I've done is I've just added stuff to gun-looking pieces, which is what quite a lot of my custom guns are actually looking like at the moment. But, okay, for the TL50, it's this kind of... I don't even know what this is. It's used as a security camera. It's got some studs on the side. Little scope on it. And you just get this little gun bit. Stick it in the back as a stock. And there you have it. Custom-made TL50 heavy repeater. Lovely. Second is a T21B. I also got it from the Battlefront 2 game. And you just stick this little grey thing in, and then the black handle on the back, that's into a black connector piece, as you're going to see a lot of in these videos. And then, yeah, that's your T21B. And finally, the DLT-19X, which just takes a regular blaster rifle, as seen here, black connector piece, stick it on the end, Bob's your uncle, you got yourself a sniper rifle. Well done, moving on. Okay, so next on my list is a blaster that looks an awful lot like the A280 from Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Star Wars Battlefront 1, incidentally. But this looks, in terms of comparison and size, it looks nothing like the relative size of the A280 from either of those games compared to the weapons I've just showed you. So this is more of a custom sniper, extremely large and extremely powerful, if it were real. So I'm going to deconstruct it to show you how to build it. Okay, so I'm going to split this gun into three different sections. The barrel, the stock, and then the scope. So for the barrel, all you need is this little telescopic piece, small black cylinder, pop on like that, and there's your barrel. And then for the stock, you just take this grey claw, stick it in the back of this piece here. I don't know how you describe that. It's kind of an all-sided, studded, weird thingy. And then take this second claw, stick it underneath, so that it goes into one of the top hold studs on there. And then attach the barrel, if you want. Then for the scope, all you simply need to do is take this little clippy bit here, stick it on top like that, put on this handle, get this little translucent circular piece, and there you go. There's your gun. Next up is a particularly interesting CJ9 bow rifle, which is also from the Battlefront Star Wars game. You're probably going to hate me for doing all of these weapons based on this one game. But there are some pretty cool weapons, so I'd like to show you some. This weapon was designed with a kind of little projectable spike you could stab people with from behind, like a bayonet, essentially. So I'm going to deconstruct this weapon to show you how to build it and show the bayonet function. It consists of a black claw, one of these grappling gun type pieces, one of these, which appears to be either a grip for some other kind of weapon, or you think you can modify it to make it look like a rocket launcher. Sorry, the camera's gone AWOL. That's not supposed to happen. Black claw piece, translucent little disc here, and then to assemble it, you just slot this section in like so. Make sure this little circular piece here, it's not scope, it's to house the bayonet, which I'll show you in a sec, but the black claw piece underneath, translucent cylinder, or circle, whatever you want to call it, on the back, and then, for the bayonet, a yellow translucent rod, or whatever you have really, because yellow rods can be quite uncommon. Either way, this looks like a nice little blaster, and you can actually grip it quite well as well. This is the Stormtrooper gripping the weapon. Of course, if you rotate the helmet sideways, the Stormtrooper could do a bit of a running bayonet charge, if you like. So I suppose that's an advantage function of the weapon. Moving on! So moving on, come on. I'm putting these two in the same category as well, because they're modifications of the original blaster rifle, a new model that LEGO released with quite a few of its new Star Wars sets and a couple of other sets as well. So I thought I'd just wrap this up into one big thingamajig. So I'll break them down for you. My long-range rifle consists of a small blaster here, a telescopic piece, a kind of tappy bit for the back stock, two small red studs there, and a claw plate, I guess you call that. That's what I'm calling it, so might as well call it that. And they form a specialist kind of rifle that I developed myself, so I'm just going to put that together. Let's get your blaster, and then put your stud in the end, as you could probably tell. I think it's that section that goes on first, followed by the small red stud, the tap part on the back, and then scope on the side, like so. And you get a nice little specialist blaster cannon. Now, let's deconstruct the heavy one. This weapon consists of small blaster pistol, two red studs, a god knows what, I have no idea what to call this piece whatsoever, black tap, and then these two little red circles here. Take your main gun, stick your stud in, take your other stud, stick it on the back, stick this on the back of that stud, and then place the two red circles on either end of this little god knows what in the middle. And then take your black handle and stick it on the back. And it looks pretty cool, and it grips pretty cool as well. Not too shabby if I do say so myself. Now, moving on. Here's a change for you. Something that isn't Star Wars. Okay, I modelled this gun to be extremely similar to the anti-gravity gun used in Spider-Man Homecoming. Spoiler alert. At the bank scene, one of the bank robbers is wielding a gun that can induce anti-gravity in anyone who's within the range of it. So, make them float in the air and smash them into walls and stuff. So I built this to kind of look like that. So let me deconstruct it for you. So, it consists of two little taps, a little stud here, preferably solid, because this is going to form part of the back section of the gun. Little connector piece here. It's part of the grip that goes on the underside of the gun. A 360 kind of one of those things you can stick anything on any side. One break tool. And another little grapple gun piece here. Like my grapple guns, don't I? To make, you get the stud. You put it in the grapple gun. You get this part, you put it in there, you get this part, you stick it on the underside, like so, and then, and only at this stage do you put in the grey taps, and then finally, this little blue bit, doesn't have to be blue, you can use whatever colour you want, in the middle slot here. And what you have is something that looks a little bit like the gravity gun from Spider-Man Homecoming. And well, I think that concludes this video for today. I'm going to do some custom sword stuff, because I've got a couple of designs that I'd like to introduce. One particularly cool broadsword design that I only just discovered the other day. Now, the other day on YouTube could be any day, so I'm not going to give a specific date for that. I'm just going to say the other day. And, well, have fun with all these stupid guns that I spent hours of my life making that I really shouldn't have. And goodbye from Vertigo5. Do like and subscribe, and if you think any of my commentary has been either, like, opinionated, or, like, any of the terminology that I've used in terms of Lego has been a bit rookie, then put any corrections or anything you want into the the notes or comments or whatever you call it, because I'm really not very YouTube savvy. And, well, guess that's goodbye from me. Bye-zy bye now, definitely bye. Bye forever.